Pressure from Semenyo.
Move him. Tell him for him, and be Jango, so proud.
Pass it around, probe, and potentially find a route through this very well organised back line at the moment. I'm saying that, they find a bit of space over on the left-hand side. Opportunity here. Mamosh gets the ball over, there's no one there, but it's a header that takes the ball in for a corner. Mensa doesn't mess around, heads it out, corner it is for Egypt. When you've got a ball that's sent over like that, you know, it's all about communication. He didn't know if there was anybody behind him. Maybe Jordan Ayew should have said there was no one in his shadow. Order being restored in the penalty box. Mr. Pierre Atcho of Gabon. Mo Salah, the captain. Into the penalty box it goes, the corner. Many options. Cruz tries to square the ball to his teammate Ashimero, his midfield partner. Red shirts. And the frustration of not having that work probably sees him lash out with a challenge.
So far, so
for the Pharaohs. Mamouche coming in now to replace Trezeguet. 19, he was the poster boy, along with Mo Salah in Egypt, ahead of the home Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations tournament. That saw the Pharaohs knocked out of the competition by South Africa. Comes out quite Higazi. Flick to try and pick out Mo Salah.
Good ball. More energy. Good ball.
Well, look at that for a challenge. Didn't want to throw himself into that, Semenyo. Strong work. This is Semenyo trying to pick out Mo Salah a little bit too close to Richard Ofori. But the idea was good. Look at this from Ayew. First touch there, beautiful. Finds a little bit of space. Going past all the players. He's still got it. He's only 32. He's in his prime. Remember the two Ayew brothers in this team. Lovely touch there. Well, you can see that there's an opportunity here. Accurate pass is 111 to 73. You can see that Egypt's something that they've been exemplary with in their opening clash. It was a wonderful stat, and it was that Giuseppe, the CAF president, of course, Dr. Giuseppe. Very smart man, very fine president for this confederation.
Good play, last time.
To make the competition.
Keep the fire.
Turning it, well, it already is, but it's getting even bigger and better on a yearly basis, on a 2-yearly basis, if you like. Go back into the hands of Egypt as Kamal goes down. I think he needs some of that magic spray. edition of the Afcon Cup of Nations was very successful. Now I think everybody wants to watch. There's the Kamal going down, the contact from Jordan Ayew. It was that firm charge forward down the left side that we saw. The players just getting a little bit of a water break there, just because it's hot, it's humid. There's a few cooling break. There we go. Dehydrated players that have just been refreshed and are back on track and ready to engage again. High-profile encounter wasn't the only one we had today. Nigeria beating the hosts Cote d'Ivoire 1-0 earlier today. Equatorial Guinea beating Niger 4-2. This group before tomorrow's clash between Mozambique and Cape Verde. It's Cape Verde who are top of the table, having beaten Ghana 2-1 in their opener. Egypt and Mozambique with 1 point apiece. Ghana at the bottom, of course, after their 2-1 loss. So it's time to change things around. Thought that there was going to be a running move there from Inaki Williams. He's a player who does have good vision, does understand when to run, when to make his move up front. The Athletic Bilbao forward. Nicely done with Salis, so I couldn't find his man out on the right hand side, and it's Waters again. That's Lush going down, just held back and thwarted as he got the boosters going over on the left side. Definitely brings in an extra bit of physicality, doesn't he? Abdul Salis in that midfield, chasing down and hunting down players who like to dart off and find a bit of space out wide, but on that occasion, Egypt, a free kick. The gas has gone up, good in the air. There's the delivery, it's away. Salah's attempt to try
Counter. Fuck you, mano. I think a pass, no.
Didn't read each other. Didn't make the run. Smart play from Omar Kamal. Join it.
Say, I'm going to Ghana for this.
Cuts inside, nice movies, very dangerous for sure. Bush getting involved and running good lines as well. Cabal cuts inside, that's nicely done. He was caught in two minds there, whether or not he was just loft the ball towards someone running forward or was he going to shoot. Finally, just took that power, just didn't manage to smash it hard. No one followed. Mensah back to Mohamed Salisu, the AS Monaco man. It's a good ball down into the corner, picked up by Semenyo. Waits for some support. Or does he? He's capable of doing so. Oh, that's a nice ball, a little bit too close to have the name. What's going through that man's mind at the moment? 32 minutes in. I think that we are having a cooling break now because because I think that Omar Kamal's injury, here we go, Omar Kamal's injury, of course, was the reason why the players went straight to the water box. You can see that it's 28 degrees and 80% humidity and a little bit of wind. We don't feel the wind around here, but I can tell you that the humidity obviously means that they've got to get some water inside of you. It just gives these coaches the chance to talk to their players. Absolute legend, of course. He's the legend before he came to the Côte d'Ivoire, but there he is, André Ayew, 34-year-old. Looking to break the record. The number of matches played in the Cup of Nations. Each other, cancelling each other out at the moment. Both sides with some good moves, but we haven't really seen any shots on goal that have troubled the two goalkeepers. El Chenaoui maybe on one occasion, Ofori with one as well, but hasn't really been all about the final third. And I think that basically tells you that the midfield has become the centre stage of where this match will be won. Mo Salah a little bit frustrated at the moment because a couple of passes that haven't really worked out. He's being taken out. Mensah's doing a good job in surveying and monitoring the man. As we get the ball rolling once again for the final 10 minutes of the first half. Kick for Egypt. Marmouche, track Frankfurt midfielder. Nicely done from Mo Salah, gets rid of Mensah, waits for a little bit of support. When Mo Salah's got a bit of extra time on his hands, that's when he can produce the magic, but he needs to just get rid of his first marker, then afterwards you can see what kind of stuff he produces. He's looking at some of his stats earlier today, and I think they're still astonished, don't they? Just extraordinary. It's cleared. As Egypt continue to put a bit of pressure, that's just gone out of play. It will be a goal kick. That's a good, strong defensive play just to keep out Imam Ashur. 97 matches he's played for Egypt. He scored 56 goals, and then there's the tally of Liverpool, 151 goals that he scored. It's just absurd. 238 matches played. The high ball goes over the shot. And Semenyo to Ghazi. It's a bit of a handful for Ghazi at the back. No-nonsense centre-back, of course, who will throw his body into the challenge. As you can see by that, the arms go up, and on that occasion, Semenyo just holding him off, and there you go, it's the kind of the accordion effects, and then all good afterwards. We might see a little bit more of that though. Egypt with the possession now, 58.4%. You can see the shots. That's only the one, isn't it? Mohamed Kudus was trying to think if Egypt had provided us with a shot on goal. It hasn't. Well, they put a little bit of pressure on his back line. The Ghanaian defence in a strong position. Player down. Free kick this time. Mamouche does get the free kick. You can see that the yellow card has been handed out, the first of the game, and it goes to Abdul Salis. That's the moment, just bumping off Eintracht Frankfurt man as he tried to sneak past him. You're not doing that. But the yellow card does come out from Sergio. It will be a free kick. Dangerous position here. Mo Salah logically standing on it. Let's see what's coming from this. Where is this going? Mamouche, Salah, Kamal, Abdelmonem, the big boys have come up just to reinforce Stafford Mohamed and co. I think it's Ghazi and Semenyo again. Here we go then, free kick time. Mamouche delivers. They're not completely cleared, but Semenyo dispossessed. And it will be a throw-in. Mensah, good work coming out and just making sure that wasn't going to go back into the penalty box. Picked up by Kamal. Throw it in is for Egypt. Much movement for Egypt from the throw-in. So, Krabborn, left back. Nicely done. That is wonderful from Mohamed, but couldn't get his pass. That's great work from Kamal. Tries to get his crossover, but how the player goes. It's going to be a goal kick. We've got 5 minutes remaining. Great Victoria. Thinking about tactics, changes, how they can unlock this Ghanaian defence. They've tightened things up in a big way, but it's very much the midfield to just stalling, stopping the supply of ball to the front man, and it's frustrating for Egypt. Is Ayew. It's just been snagged by Imam Ashur, all the way from the other side. Take out the Crystal Palace man. Jiku. There's Cruz hasn't had too much possession in the last few minutes. Let's get the ball to him. He's one of the players. That's a wonderful piece of play and a great opportunity. Make space and make a lot of space. That's Shimero doing a brilliant job. Gets caught up in the red wall at the back finally. And Ghanaians a little bit frustrated with that decision, with the referee making his call. Egypt have the ball at their feet. last 4 Afcon meetings of these two teams. This is the 5th meeting between them. 2 draws in group stages before, and then those 2 wins that I mentioned before. 2017, 1-0 win, and then 2010 with Ghetto scoring that winner in the final. And Angola. Kamal, the delivery's great. Oh,
What?
It's a beautiful cross, and that should have been.
Before this is your ball. Why do you leave the ball?
There's a great chance. It's delivered, and it's not in the back of the net. Afori just
That was your ball.
takes it from that short. Had lots of time and space. Trying to curl one in with the inside of his right foot. Showing attacking threats, getting a little bit of possession in the Ghanaian half, and then all of a sudden it's Cruz who picks the ball up. They've got options. And Ayu has Mensah. He gets it back. Nicely done. Cruz. He just nearly loses possession, gets it back. West Ham man dispossessed, and this is dangerous. This is very dangerous. Mo Salah's down the right hand side. He's trying to go all alone, Mamouche. I'm not too sure if that was the right decision. Mo Salah out wide, going, no, that could have been a pass right in front of me, and I might have been able to help you out. He was walking into a trap with all the white shirts around him, but sometimes just think that you can go alone. Mo Salah's gone down. All of a sudden, at the other end, Ghana on the attack. Semenyo gets the ball back. An opportunity here. Odoy gets it back, and there's a chance for Semenyo to try and. Oh, that's wonderful, wonderful play. The ball comes down into the byline, and a chance for a header. Just comes off with the head. Another chance, good delivery back into the penalty box. Mo Salah's down. I don't know if he's going to be okay to carry on. He went down. The referee's gone over to see him. He's still down on the ground near Richard Afori. And is Mo Salah okay? Is a concern for Egypt. He's holding up. 4 minutes of added time in the first half. He's trying to get back up. It's a muscle. He's got a tap on the shoulder, and it looks like he's not going to be able to continue. This is a massive blow, if it's the case. I don't know if he doesn't look okay, just reading the body language. The armband's gone to Higazi, as you can see, and Mo Salah is heading off. And this is a massive blow. I think that we can understand that, and he knows it. And Egypt lose their talismanic forward, who is so important to them. Scored a penalty in that 2-2 draw against Mozambique. And now he's forced to come off. And it's Mohamed Fati who's going to come on, the Pyramids player. How will that affect him? How will that affect the team? Will he be back? All of those questions. He's not the player that you want missing from your team, especially in a vulnerable situation that Egypt are in against Ghana. And that might play into their hands or feet or minds. Ghana time as we look at Jordan Ayew just running down that left side, trying to find a little bit of space and get his crossover threat towards the byline. He's a wily player, isn't he? Still in possession, it comes back, and this is the man you've got to worry about.
What a goal! Kudus. What a goal, Kudus.
The skill, the panache, the shot,
Kudus.
the celebrations.
What a goal.
Ghana are back. And it's not the perfect timing for Egypt. They lose their captain. And then Kudus makes his entrance and delivers. And the Black Stars are bouncing here in Abidjan. Great battling from Jordan Ayew. The ball's pulled to Salis, gets the ball to Kudus. Just look what he does. One touch, two touches, three touches, and that left-footed shot into the corner to be such a great goalkeeper in El Shaarawy. That is absolutely sublime. And that is why Ghana need him on the pitch. Egypt pick up the pieces, try and get themselves back into this, but that timely goal before the half-time whistle will lift Ghana. The Black Stars are shining bright.
Oh, pass it, ball in my way. Use your brain. Pass it, ball in my way.
Collapse. I'm sure that it isn't, because they have got so much verve and swagger and experience that they will surely come back. El Neni. Kamal cuts inside.
And then tackle
That's
no.
what he does well, but protects the ball.
Ball no when you ball no back ball so no can play anymore.
To the other side, but Hamdi.
Disastrous opening half for Egypt. Down a goal and Mohamed Salah having to be subbed off. Pharaohs, it is not looking good for them heading into the halftime break. Mohamed Kudus getting the opener for Ghana. Recap all the action from the opening.
Well done. First half, 1-0 for Ghana. In review, first half, and I said again, I think that at least it's all good. Anyway, and critic chances we are there, but at least chance we are quite critical. To me, I share. But yeah, Nimo na Semenyo ne Inaki Williams na mfa. Omu mi no na omu hu de omu ye wo animo. Inaki Williams, Semenyo, mfa. I think say ebe better say omde Nuama beba. Nuama and Osman Bukari. Nuama and Osman Bukari. I say coach no. Ede amumi no ba. Kudus for 2 goals. Washe 1. I got 1 more to score. Kudus 2 goals. Washe 1. I got 1 more goal to score now for we then try to defend very well. At least defense they are doing very well. Because I'm more there. I'm panicky be brave. Yeah, but midfield no. I mean who be I'm critique opportunities be my strikers not to score, you know. I'm a Egypt defense na on holiday. Defense no. I'm on easy because midfielders not intimate and critique spaces and my strikers. No strikers no. I'm mean battery and beje ball. Say be on beje ball no more a push yako. I'm not doing anymore and a ball and mom so inaki credit me who ball and I don't even know say the line crack can be there 1945 minutes boy name me who or game name. Semenyo on the name, yeah, but the positioning so no. questionable. I don't know, sir. Only Ayo versus Sana Ayo are top. Now Mama Semenyono about left to her. I think that to be better than say keep him up front and he doesn't even know what to do, especially when we are on the attack. In the position, quite difficult to determine the role our own plays here as a striker. You understand? I find it difficult to see exactly what he's doing on the field of play, especially when we were pushing for attack. He's not that aggressive, he's not dribbling, he's not tackling, and it's kind of, but all the same, the most crucial thing is we are at the moment leading by a goal team, so that is the most important thing, and we keep on pushing, we keep on pushing. Yeah. Who's calling me? 2-1. Somebody's calling me. I'll call the person back. I'm enjoying soccer. The goalkeeper no Fori quite good. I think that the only mistake of Fori was a free kick. 2 years. Born or 18 yards, the minister of a barber punch, he was just standing in his area. And now, as a goalkeeper, no, say who opponent now opponent, in your ball, in swing get be about inside the 18-yard, no goalkeeper, you were your ball. And your ball inside the 18-yard, no. In swing get be about either from the left or from the right. You have to come out of goal either to punch it outside or grab it, depending on how you can handle the situation. If you can handle the ball, you can save it. If you can't, just fix it outside your 18-yard. But Ofori, when pushing ball, he was just looking at the ball, and a man ball caught to the left side of attack, and then the Egyptians got it, and there. Another ace swinger, but fortunately for him, that ball came to him direct, so he was able to grab it. You see, I told one of my friends, say, in game against Quebec Island, not yet the type of play Kudus supposed to be in, because Kudus not per box to box and are shooting outside the 18. We got many opportunities outside the 18, but we don't have the men at that time to slot in the ball. But if you have a player like Kudus, who always requires to shoot from outside the 18 and inside the 18, you don't have a problem. You don't have a problem. And that is exactly what he did against the Egyptians. He was able to control the ball, was being heckled by a couple of defenders, but he still went ahead to shoot. And that is a mark of individual brilliance coming from Mohamed Kudus. We need such players in our blasters. I told you yesterday, it's not a big deal for us to play against Egypt. If we were supposed to play Nigeria, everybody would be like, oh, Ghana versus Nigeria, Ghana versus Nigeria, Ghana versus Nigeria. But coming from the fact that we're going to play against Egypt, many people were scared. Say, oh, Ghana can't beat Egypt. It's an early lead yet. We have 45 minutes to defend, either to score a second goal or a third goal, or the Egyptians come back to level. And that is what we are not expecting them to come back into the game in the second half and level it. We still need to at least consolidate our lead, or we can defend massively like what we've done in the first 45 minutes to keep them at bay, not allowing them to push pressure on us. It's a game of football. Anything can happen. We can do it. Nigeria won to that against the host. It tells you we can beat Egypt. I told you yesterday, the fact that Mozambique were able to score 2 goals against Egypt, it tells you we also have the capability of scoring goals against the Egyptian side. They are beatable. No team is invisible in this African Championship. So please, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. For another 45 minutes, I trust the Blasters can do the job. Still waiting for the commencement of the second half, and I'm here giving you the breakdown as to what I saw in the first 45 minutes, and I hope you also watched the game and you did enjoy how the game went in the first 45 minutes. We were extremely flat on certain department, but still we were able to organize very well and to stop the Egyptian from scoring, especially on the set pieces. And that is an area the Egyptians are more powerful. Scoring from the free kick, scoring from corner kicks. Those are the areas the Egyptians are well organized. We tried to at least avoid all those nasty or silly tackles that will result in such an unpleasant opportunities for them to get and then convert into the pool. But with all said and done, first 45 minutes, brilliant effort from the Black Stars. Looking up to a better second department. I want to see an improvement in the setup, especially on the front line, because we are playing 4-3-3 formation. So that tells you the 3 men up front, we need to get answers from them. We need to see them in total action, involvement in the game. Jordan Ayew, Inaki Williams, Antoine Semenyo. There should be more action from these 3 guys up front. I don't see that. That is the only problem I'm finding. The defensemen, midfield, they are working, trying to keep the Egyptian from not advancing too much. But our final delivery up front, that is where we're struggling to deal with the Egyptian defenders. But I believe the second half, Coach Chris Hilton will at least talk to the boys and then let them reorganize themselves. In the first 45 minutes, we played 44%, Egypt played 55%. Total shot at goal, Egypt only 1 shot, we also got 2 shots. Shot on goal, Egypt 1, Ghana 1, but 1 was converted. Corner kicks, we got 1, they also got 1. Offside, they never got an offside, but we got 1 offside. Fouls, we committed 12 fouls against 7 fouls by the Egyptians. So in all, they were a bit far ahead than Ghana. But the most important thing in football is to score. And my happiness is we kept them from creating more chances. That is a good sign or a good hope for this team. We kept them from creating more chances as far as Mohamed Salah is concerned, Mohamed El Nani, Mohamed Al-Moush. Those are the danger men in the Egyptian squad. But at least for the first 45 minutes, we've been able to cramp them and then hold them at bay, not allowing them breathing space. So basically, we are playing according to the tactical instruction from the coach, and I think it is working. And I believe the first 45 minutes mark, I'll give them 80% out of the 100%. But I want to see 99% in the second half, because that is the most crucial point of every game. Every game, the second department is the most crucial point, because that is where you decide your future in the game. Either you win or you lose. It will depend on the final hour in the game. So we've made the first 45 minutes impression excellent. Let's keep pushing, make sure we organize ourselves very well, we clean all the mess, make sure we don't allow them breathing space, we don't give them a chance to create chances, we keep them at bay, we tackle them, we run with them, we press them, we hold them. We don't give them the chance to operate, because if we give them the opportunity, the Egyptians are more tactical, they are smart, they can organize themselves very well and then come back strongly in the second department. And especially, they know how to read games. The Egyptians are very good in reading games, and they know how tactically to use to dispose, especially when they are down. And they are coming to this second half with more pressure. They'll be piling the pressure on Ghana. And that is where we need to also work on our counter attack. Because the few opportunities we will get, we don't need to waste them. We have to punish them. We need to punish them. And I think we can do that. Basically, we are on course. For now, I might say we have done a great job. Let's keep pushing and make a great second department, and hope we can claim victory today. I'm so happy we've been able to play without conceding in the first department. So it tells you at least the clean sheet option is on course, and we can do it. Can do it. Can do it. They're getting ready for the second half. So let's pray the boys will come back again with more energy than what we saw in the first half, and then at least we have enjoyed a great game. And at this Afcon, is a very, very, very difficult and yet easy Afcon, a tough tournament. Earlier on today, I said Nigeria shared the average cost 1-0. So that tells you that tournament and yet not easy. Yeah. And Equatorial Guinea, so actually going to be South 4-2. The almost group right dicey. For Equatorial Guinea to beat Guinea-Bissau 4-2 tells you say they're also in contention. They have 4 points now. Cote d'Ivoire have 1 point. Nigeria have 4 points. So Cote d'Ivoire need to win their next game at all costs against Guinea-Bissau. Wow. Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire, some of your careful. Yeah, it's just I'm next game. I'm gonna Equatorial Guinea. Yeah, it's just a tough game. Now we are. Number Tunkra. It's a crucial game. Okay, so they are getting ready for the second department of the game. So I'll go back to the commentary feed so we can pick the feed from the English commentary coming from the beIN Sports. And after the final 90 minutes, I'll come back again and then give my personal opinion on the final 45 minutes. But the first 45 minutes, I would say the Black Stars did extremely well. We were not under pressure on any occasions. We were able to hold them and they got the needed goal. So let's go back to commentary position and then continue commentary. I'll be back right after the final whistle. And I hope Ghana will win today.
Egypt looking for an early goal in the second half that would just calm things down for them. As I talked about plate tectonic shifting at the start and the build up to kick-off. I can promise you that, well, it's just been high-octane activity happening here. Although we haven't had too many shots on goal, you just feel that there's something around the corner, something about to happen. We saw that at the end of the first half. What's in store for us next? Ghana in possession at the back. Ball goes back to Ofori. South African-based goalkeeper. Sends it towards Semenyo. Shumeru. Nicely done, a little burst on that left-hand side. There's the attempted crossover in that corner there from Gideon Mensah. Comes to nothing, goes straight out. There you go, the outside of the left foot. You can see that he didn't connect well. I imagine there's a lot of adrenaline. Manchester, the Chris Hughton's dealing with. We'd love have to get himself 3 points from this encounter. But you just don't know how Egypt will play and how they will react. They've got Fatty who's come on, of course. And the ball down the right-hand side. Nicely done. Good work, very nice work. Oh, he just couldn't square the ball to Marmouche. But the idea was very good.
I saw Michel Sam Marmouche, a very good player.
Came on for Mo Salah.
Not like say Mohamed Salah.
Okay, we hope that we get him to see him again in this African Cup of Nations. He scored in his 4th straight Afcon, of course, in the penalty against Mozambique. But saw him get a point, otherwise it was going to be the Mambas who walk away with 3 points. Well committed. Ghana in possession. There he is, Kudus just getting bundled over there by Mustafa Mohamed. The Zamalek man went to play in Turkey, of course, for Galatasaray, one of the giants over there. Possession back. On the far side, Semenyo trying to get past Kamal. Gets the ball off Kamal. It's going to be a corner. Hegazi, I believe. Captain, of course, took over the arm man from Mo Salah at the end. And his encounter came to a close with the injury. Now the corner that follows Jordan Ayew. With the corner into the penalty box, is smashed away onto the roof of the net. It's one of those shots against Kudus, of course, with the shot came off the ground, it bounced really high, pushed away by El Shenawi. That was the volley came back out. Pushing forward. With a decent header there from Oloy, just off the back of his head, just to clear it as he was racing back, taken quickly. Andy gets the ball into this, lofted into the middle, dealt with at the back. Silisu, play it down, free kick it is. You can see if he's okay. Shakes it off, back up on his feet. It's Mohamed Kudus who's the hero here for Ghana. Change at any moment. Just knowing the quality of Marmouche. Look at Hegazi's going. Yep, get it over the top. I'll latch onto that. High ball over the top, and there's danger. Oh, it's in the back of net, surely. There's the goal. There's the goal, but no. There is a flag up on the other side, and there is an infringement. Hegazi's being confronted by Biaracho. And we'll have a look at this again. Yeah, there's a couple of players in offside position the moment that the ball was picked. It comes back. Well, of course they want to go to VAR. Rui Vitoria also hoping that something will come from this, but Egyptian fans waiting patiently for something to happen, for a couple of words in the ear of Yaracho from, and it is a check, as we thought.
Egypt should go back, VAR check it, it's offside.
Tense times here for Ghanaian players.
And West no reaction towards this opportunity was so weak. So
I think the
I
call
don't
will
know.
be offside logically. Yeah, that's the information coming back. And no goal given.
It's an offside.
Just see, there's the offside call. I mean, we saw it earlier, the moment that the ball was delivered there by Marmoush. Well, he's not the player that you want down on the ground and hurt. Semenyo's back up on he's still down there on the ground, and he's trying to shrug off the pain. Such an important player, the Bournemouth man. 19 caps for the Black Stars. A lot of time playing for Bristol City. There's a long ball and a header that goes back to Fori. Chased down by the man of Amashore. It didn't shake. Semenyo's back up on his feet. This time it's Naki Williams who just went a little bit hard. Back of Fatty. Free kick taken quickly. Abdel Mounay. Nicely done. Marmoush gets the ball back. That's a good delivery. There's a little flick. The danger for the Ghanaian defence. And finally,
I'm sure there's a camp now. I say your boys play panic. I was about panic. I don't know why.
He's trying to get past his man, waits for a little bit of support. How many white shirts up in the Egyptian half? They keep the ball in play. This is quite frantic, really, to be honest with you, as expected. Big clearance there. Jordan Ayew.
When a boy outplay unnecessary. Just said, I don't know how you want it back here about it.
On the subs bench for the time being. Both coaches quite happy to just bide their time, wait for the right moment. Madoy. Clipping the ankles of Marmoush, who gets a little bit frustrated there. And unable to continue. We'll have to take that again. That right leg there, that final contact. There's the delivery coming in, but it gets blocked by Madoy. El Neni. More pressure, and Kudus frustrated as he has the ball taken away from him. Good work. This is turning into it's a feisty encounter, but a high energy between these two previous winners of the African Cup of Nations. Egypt on the attack, that's wonderfully done, that's a great cross that comes in, taken well by Fori, snatched out of the sky, a little bit of pressure, but you read it well. It's all about timing for goalkeepers. Fatty working his magic, having just come on at the end of the first half. Look at that, the way that he just shrugs off. Salisu was sublime, that delivery. Of course, you've got a hit Mustafa Mohammed. That's ball back to Jordan Ayew, working hard in the midfield. It's Ashimero unable to do anything with that. It comes out to Mamouche cuts inside, a little bit of space, puts it on his right foot. Is he going to go for the shot? Needs to go for the shot, maybe. Does go for the shot! Great save from Afori. A sublime effort there.
Space, but in your passion too, sir.
And you just knew that he was going to unleash.
Player all tackle your opponent, don't tackle it from behind, sir.
That's enough space he needed to provide his team with that sublime effort.
That's a midfielder that they saw here a bit aggressive, Kakra.
Perfectly by Afori. And a corner it is. And the danger continues. Here's the resulting corner with the header at the front post there, but it's an angled effort there from Abdel Munaim. And the Ali man unable to get his direction sorted before he let off the hook. It's exquisite angle. Interesting to see where Mo Salah is at. Hope he's receiving treatment so that he can get himself back for that final encounter against Cape Verde, which could be pivotal, of course, for Egypt, depending on what happens out here today. Players just grabbing a bit of water, of course, because it's hot. And the fans enjoying themselves with Felix of Wayne Stadium. Equatorial Guinea beating Guinea-Bissau 4-2 earlier today. Sue with a hat-trick. There's the challenge that saw Ashimero get caught. Up on his feet. Ofori sends the ball upfield. That's not a good clearance. Comes out wide. Picks up and an opportunity to push forward. You know, you have to throw yourself into it. That's good work from Hamdi Fati. Hamdi Fati's passing percentage is just unbelievable. Over 90%. And he has been absolutely outstanding. Some accuracy, over 90%. The corner from the resulting ball, and throw in again. And good news, Ashimero, the Anderlecht man, coming back on as Egypt going looking for a goal there. Ball comes into the penalty box, unable to get a shot in. And danger again, Hamdi Fati. And so picks it up over on that in the far corner.
Check out the blast as a dear crowd. And Koye, on the game plan, I change the crowd. I told you, Sasaka, I put it for the back stronger, so that is what we need to close. And yet, time I'm going to defend it already. You can't defend from this time, it's too early.
You can see we hit the 60-minute mark, and it is Miami.
Not just 60 minutes, so more time.
Put this Black Star team in the driving seat for the moment. Many of the matches between these two nations are low scoring. Talked about 5 goals scored in the last 4 meetings. Now it's 5 from 5 as it stands. But I think that will potentially change. Masura Baba Idrissu played the first clash. He could potentially come on. And if he does, it might be for Ashimero, who's picked up that injury. It is indeed. And he is jogging off. So we have our first substitution as we see how physical this encounter is. So the Anderlecht box-to-box midfielder Ashimiru heads off. And on it comes Baba Idrisu of Al Maria.
Ashimiru no na uyi na uyi na Williams no.
It's worked because Ashimeru, along with Kudus and Salis as well, working really hard in the midfield and getting the ball to the man who's unleashed that shot and off the Ghana, the 1-0 lead. Mohamed Kudus, pass was by Abdul Salis as well, so you can understand that Ashimeru's been working his socks off in a big way. We hope that everybody who's tuned in to watch this
press them. Press them. You don't need to stand. Press them.
Tournaments that's watched all around the world. We get to see the quality of football here in Africa. Ghazi tries to pick out Mustafa Mohammed.
Put the ball on the tap. Put the ball on the tap.
Nicely done. Again, you can see that Semenyo working his magic. Picked up by Odoi. Pass to into no man's land, not ideal. Mohamed Hamdi picks it up, gets it to Abdel Monaim. Ghazi over to the other side. Fatih, nicely done. Picked up, there's a good opportunity there. Fatih's super dangerous when he goes on those wily slaloming runs of his. Dodging,
run with the ball,
dancing between opponents. The ball's picked up by Kudus. Watch out for Kudus. Gets a little bit of space. Well, he's trying to keep the ball at his feet and still goes around, but he gives the ball back to the Pharaohs. The Pharaohs, here they go with Marmoush down the left side, looking for support. Where's Mustafa? Where's Fatih? Here he still has him. Marmoush to the shot, and it goes high, a little bit wide. Not on
opponent on far side of space. Swing the ball to go ahead. Now side they are back to finish. Oh.
Lovely bit of play. Just to get rid of Idrisu, cutting inside, using his body to protect the ball, and then afterwards, if he can just pull his foot back and unleash the shot, then he will. Sometimes it's a little bit rushed because you see opponents coming towards you. If you do manage to get your knee over the ball, then you get your strike and you can really, really test the goalkeeper. A fraction of a second more might have been a little bit lower. Maybe on target. Picked up down this left-hand side. We go again. Ashura dispossessed by Kudus, who's providing us with a strong game here. Joy getting the last touch. Andy Elneny, the Arsenal man. Besiktas and Basel and Mokwalu are the same teams that Mo Salah, of course, played for. Well, there's a header. It's a header. It's not the right direction there, but a complicated scenario there for Ghana, and they go pushing forward. Semenyo, he's on his own. Can he get past the man? Can he find a teammate? It's a low shot. It's a bit of a grass cutout, easily dealt with by El Shenawi. Danger. What will happen next? Egypt on the attack, over on that right side. Kamal getting Hamdi Fatih involved, comes back down, switch to the other side. Mohamed Hamdi this time, left foot. There's the cross coming in, foot that clears it there, coming in from Jiku. They have the ball back. Jiku scored a goal today, scored the last two for Ghana. Kudus coming on and showing us that he can score those goals like he can for the Hammers in the Premier League. Good opportunity here. Well, look at this. This is...
I don't know who told them to defend this game at this stage. How can you defend game at this stage where I want more minutes up front to play? How long are you going to defend?
Trezeguet playing for Trabzonspor, another player who spent time playing Valali, of course, but also Aston Villa. Who's going to score goals? Ball picked up here, handy, high ball over the top. Still in play. Mensah over on that far side, and there's a foul going against the Egyptian. Interesting scenario from Group A as the Equatorial Guinea top of the table above Nigeria. The Super Eagles in second spot, Ivory Coast in third with 3, Guinea-Bissau with 0 points. All to play for going into the final round of matches there for Group A. It's going to be pulsating stuff. They give the ball away. Oh, that's a back pass. It's in the back of the net. Marmoush has done it. Egypt equalise. And a bad mistake at the back. Rui Vitória looks content, and the Egyptians celebrate an equaliser. He was on the cusp of something, we all saw that, but it's not a moment for them to appreciate what happened. Shambolic, the back pass, and he will swoosh down in there, get the ball and bury it. Marmoush is super dangerous. Great goal from the Eintracht Frankfurt man. Spotted it, saw it, looks super dangerous every time he was moving.
Defenders, the first attackers in our battery, Inaki, a battery will be defending again. I got also a wrong back pass. Back pass for what? You can't even hold on to the ball. Now we go a mobile. They say the question. Yeah, the scarf from Cassiaba mobile.
Through the traffic into the corner, El Shenawi couldn't see it. And look at the fans, they are just jumping with joy. And the entire nation of Ghana must be in celebration. Because they've just managed to get the lead back the moment that the Pharaohs had equalised. A harsh blow for Rui Vitória. And a sensational get the lead turnaround from the Black Stars. And it had to be that man. Just look at this. The ball comes back. Odoi back to Kudus. Look what he does. And that's all it was. It was just this. He was a little bit blinded, El Shenawi. I think he had his defender just in the blocking his view. Odoi gets the ball there. We'll see from this angle here. One little touch with the left foot. Just look at that. Yeah, you can't see it. Actually comes off the outside of his leg. And past El Shenawi, you couldn't do anything about it. Abdel Monaim was the defender who unfortunately had the ball come off his leg. And look at that. Ofori celebrates. the change because Inaki Williams is going to come off.
Bring Roma.
Remarkable.
Naki's supposed to be off. Oh, okay.
Bukari's the man
Bukari is
who's
not
coming on.
that bad, yeah.
Inaki Williams, the athletic Bilbao Basque-based player, makes way.
We are back 2-1 now.
Red Star Belgrade forward, formerly of Nantes, just like Mustafa Mohamed. 2 goals to 1. And it's very much a good
One more goal to finish the game. One more goal.
A brace for Kudus on his first outing for Ghana. Talks about his influence, talks about the importance that he brings to this team. Well, it's been definitely exposed today because he's been the hitman and 2 fine individual goals. The shots, yeah. 73 minutes in, and Egypt will go again. Best way to digest a goal that you've conceded is by hitting back as quickly as possible. And this is how Egypt play. Pressure that defence. There is Mamouche. Picked up by Ashore, gets the ball out wide. An opportunity to try and probe. Trezeguet's got great skills. Gotta watch out for that man. Handy picks it up. Trying to play the 1-2, a little bit of a misunderstanding, but Trezeguet's got the ball back. It's in the back of the net. This is just madness. This is madness.
Madness,
we absolutely love it. Remarkable.
Madness, yeah.
Mustafa Mohamed scoring.
Useless defending. Put the ball away where Chelsea. Useless defending.
I knew there was going to be a bit of drama in this encounter. Such an important player for Egypt, but let's just look at this again. Trezeguet. I thought.
So what do you do with this ball? What do you do with this ball?
Dispossessed. You just don't play in your own penalty box, and I think that's what you've got to look at. Bukari has made the mistake in trying to play in his own. And look, that's great attacking. That's what you want from your striker, Mustafa Mohamed, just getting in front of his marker and it's literally just stabbing it in underneath the legs of Authori, and that's your equaliser. Just for the
2-2 right.
Injury. Because he needs to be, repairing that muscle injury, because he'll want to get back for the final game if it's feasible, of course. But I'm sure that he is just going, what's happening next? But it's a pulsating encounter here at the Felix Houphouët-Boigny Stadium. And
Ghana.
As we enter the cooling break.
Yeah.
I think I need to join them. High motivation from both sides. Such a spectacle. This is such a wonderful game for anybody around the world watching and just understanding how exciting African football is. Now it's going to be interesting how the coaches, coach their teams and how they work their magic. Hervé Renard, of course, he knows all about winning the Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations. Did it with the Triple Apollo, Zambia, of course. Did it with the Cote d'Ivoire. He tried his hand with Morocco. But at the end of the day, I think you can honestly say that he understands African football very well, the Frenchman. Here we go into the last 13 and a half minutes, and we enter again uncharted territory. possession. Total shots 7 and 5 now on target, 4 and 3. And the percentage on target, Ghana just a little bit ahead of the Pharaohs. Well, I'm sure that Rory Victoria will be happy with the way that his team have battled hard. Never easy to come back from a goal down. Never easy to come back from when you're 2-1 down. But that fighting spirit that we've seen so many times from within the realms of the Egyptian national team. 7 titles, the most successful nation in this tournament. And well, I think you've got to take a look. If you want to take a look back, then you'll realise that Hassan Shahata was the man who waved his magic wand and led them to those titles back in 2006, back in 2008, 2010. Those titles that they won on home soil, of course, in 2006, beating the Cote d'Ivoire in penalties to deny Didier Drogba's success, and then 2000 they had with Shrieker, of course, and then Ghana in 2010 in Angola. Legend, absolute legend, Hassan Shahata. Dispossessed, moving forward, good opportunity this is as they try and find a little bit of space. The ball goes over the top, but it's offside. And then he applauds, understands that this is an important phase of the game. They have to continue to probe, they have to continue to attack and move forward. Bruce will be.
I said last time, we'll be able to create. Well, these are players, they have more opportunity, no? Not only dinner park, there's no more concert. Concert. Concert no more. Concert na blaster for you. We have ourselves to blame because we got all the opportunities. The coup is over here now. 2 goals per hour game in my son. 2 goals. Coup is the goal, they 2 per 2 now. C'est bien que me c'est bien.
Ça peut se projeter dans le moment de Sémigno, c'est dommage. Sémigno, c'était seul devant. D'ailleurs, Boukari fait pas l'effort. Pourtant, il devrait être frais, lui, hein. Aïe, aïe, aïe. Ça tombe comme un grand bloc, hein. Samed, qui à son tour retire ses straps, peut être terminé également. On rappelle, hein, si vous venez de nous rejoindre 2 partout entre l'Égypte et le Ghana, la blessure et la sortie sur blessure de Mohamed Salah quasiment dans le temps additionnel de la première période. Alors la civière pour le joueur du Racing Club de Lens, on imagine que Francaise peut-être devant son téléviseur, devant du sang et or. Alors, que va faire Chris Hutton. Elisha Owuzu est disponible sur le banc pour un poste pour poste. On revoit le premier but de Kudus. Quel but!
Pour moi, il y a un léger double contact dans cette trajectoire plus que surprenante de Mohamed Chanoui. Aujourd'hui, on a eu un triplé. C'est longtemps que c'était pas.
Oui, Emilio Nsue.
Longtemps que c'était pas arrivé.
Barouche. Renvoyé par Mohamed Salissou. Le retour d'Abou Sared. Ces dernières minutes.
Je disais, ça fait longtemps que c'était pas arrivé qu'on ait un triplé à la canne. On doit pas faire longtemps, une vingtaine d'années.
Ouais, c'était un Marocain. Ça va suivre à chaud dans la surface de réparation. Bien arbitré. Évidemment, pas de faute. Il y a le point égyptien qui s'est levé. On a l'impression que parfois que la frontière est ténue entre l'obstruction.
Il a se jeté dessus.
Oui, non, mais évidemment, pas sur cette situation, mais en règle générale. Ça doit pas être évident pour un défenseur. Regardez la réaction. Bien sûr. Pour l'instant, Abou Samed qui reste sur la pelouse. Sofiane Alouti, le Marocain qui avait réalisé le dernier triplé, une quinzaine d'années maintenant. Kudus.
Quelle conservation.
Oh là 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 là.
Et il se contente pas de ce premier match. Vous avez vu?
Denis Odoy, centre renvoyé par Abdelmonem.
Il devrait faire tapis
I think so we have to give all the bonus to Kudus. But it is only Kudus playing against these people.
C'est le Mozambique. Pour rappel, 3 points, ce n'est pas sûr pour passer en tant que meilleur troisième. Les 2 précédentes Coupes d'Afrique des Nations ont vu le pire meilleur troisième se qualifier avec 3 points et une différence de but négative. Ce n'est évidemment pas une règle. On s'y prend le championnat d'Europe en 2016 et en 2020. Pareil, l'Irlande du Nord en 2016 et l'Ukraine en 2020 sont passés avec 3 points en tant que dans les meilleurs troisièmes. Ce n'est évidemment pas une science exacte. C'est un point très important pour le Ghana. Marmouche. Mohamed. C'est osé. La frappe en pivot. Mustafa Fakhri. Avec les droits, c'est renvoyé finalement par la tête de Salissou. Trezeguet derrière. La frappe de Trezeguet contrée. Deuxième chance peut-être. Le but avec Trezeguet derrière encore. Finalement Salissou.
Quand même pour Abou Samed qui est revenu sur la pelouse.
Attention à ce nouveau ballon perdu ou pas. Et attention aussi parce que Hamdi n'est plus sur son côté gauche pour défendre cette attaque et cette situation.
For the ultra.
Excellent retour de Rachaud. Et ça sent le chaos. Il y a des espaces. Il y a un no man's land dans l'entrejeu. L'appel de Marmouche. Il sera sanctionné.
Ousmane Boukari pour ceux qui ont suivi l'étoile rouge de Belgrade et le parcours en Ligue des Champions. C'est lui qui avait marqué contre le cours du jeu face à City. Et après, même si ça peut être insignifiant, mais marquer une but en Ligue des Champions, c'est lié jamais. Deuxième but face à aussi.
Et une passe décisive aujourd'hui. Presque pas décisive. Une avant-dernière passe décisive.
En plus, on a le bon humour. C'est très très malheureux.
Allez, l'état physique
Sont tous lessivés.
pour les mêmes Machour. Il y a eu que 2 changements effectués par Rue Victoria. Assez étonnant, au vu des conditions, il y a quand même. Lui, il a des solutions sur le banc.
Fati, c'était par la force des choses, avec la blessure de Salah. Et ensuite, le coup tactique, c'est la rentrée de Trezeguet, le remplacement et le repositionnement de Marmouche. Peut-être qui compte sur le temps additionnel.
Boukari. Il va y aller, il est frais, il vient d'entrer en jeu. Ousmane Boukari.
Sadat Boukari ada na nine normal c'est très bien.
Il faut que tu sois sûr à 100% en tant que défenseur, hein, que tu touches le ballon. Hein.
Trezeguet. Arrive à la surface de réparation sur son pied gauche. Ouais, le crochet superbe intervention d'Alexander Djikou. On a l'impression qu'il était déséquilibré pourtant. Et la frappe qui passe à côté, Marmouche n'avait pas l'angle pour cadrer cette frappe.
On va faire une dernière minute commence comme ça. Vous avez vu quand même la vitesse d'exécution sur Marmouche.
Justement, les supporters n'auraient pas pris la décision que Marmouche ferait des attentions de changement, même s'il l'a.
C'est vrai que les supporters de Montréal sont légèrement embarrassés en zone d'attente. Hein. On peut exulter.
Okay, like you also know you want.
Je pense qu'il y a une erreur sur le
But Sadat Boukari no bad no. So what are you going to do?
Samed, qui va remplacer poste pour poste. Donc, oui, voilà, du Samed. Frustré. Le joueur du Racing Club de Lens, poste pour poste, remplacé par le milieu de terrain de la JOCR, Elisha Owouzou et à Montreuil.
Quand tu avais joué hein, en 0-0 en amical face à l'Anamie.
La sortie de Boukari. Tiens donc, Ousmane Boukari. Peut-être un problème physique.
De sa réaction.
Sadat Boukari no bad also.
Je pense qu'il ne respecte pas les consignes tactiques.
Ah, c'est terrible, hein. Une erreur individuelle qui permet à l'adversaire de revenir dans le match et en plus,
Il est dégradé.
une sortie rapide. Boukari, il était entré à la 72e minute. Et voilà. Marwan Adil va faire son apparition à la place. Marmouche, buteur à la 69e minute. Le joueur de l'Eintracht Francfort.
Est-ce que c'est pour
renforcer le milieu de terrain?
milieu de terrain? Oui, d'accord. C'est un milieu défensif, donc on va laisser Stéphane Ouellet qui est tout seul devant. Je vous dis que le point du match nul pouvait donner satisfaction à cette équipe égyptienne plus que le Ghana.
Ça peut aussi peut-être libérer les tâches défensives et même un jour on va surveiller cela. Kudus,
La dépositionnement de Owouzou, il subit dans la défense. Hein.
c'est ça. Bentil, premier ballon. Le décalage.
On passe là, ma ouais.
Trezeguet, 7 minutes de temps additionnel. Et le ballon est sorti, ce sera un corner.
Il n'y a pas de penalty, mais bon, il réclame. Un bon match aussi. Hein. Ils ont checké.
Temps d'élimination au premier tour du Ghana. Rayou ne deviendra pas le joueur le plus rapide l'histoire de la CAN. C'est un endroit au jeu aujourd'hui. Ça ne peut pas être le cas de son état. Allez, le corner, Jordan Ayou. 92e minute. Oh, c'est frappé dans la zone des 5,50 m. Deuxième chose, deuxième chance pour l'ancien Marseillais. C'est très contré.
Score from here, score from here.
C'est bon, personne. Second poteau pour Pensier, attention.
Ligne fermée côté ballon. la possibilité du joueur de faire entrer Petsil pour la gestion de la fin de match. Joueur de Genk qui est plutôt intéressant dans ses prises d'initiative, dans sa maîtrise aussi.
Le duel aérien remporté par Mustafa Mohamed et la nouvelle balle de but. L'excellent retour surtout de Guidel Mensah sur ce 1-2 aérien entre le Nantais et Mahmoud Trezeguet. Théa Trezeguet. Le centre, attention à bien intervenir. Richard Euphorie sur le regard inquiet. Justement, de Thibaut Lacote. Un remplaçant. Chadoy.
Il se positionne des angles de passe en marchant. Hein. Douce, il a fait le job.
Put the ball on the tab. Oh.
Jordan Ayou.
Il a raison, Lissol. Et c'est ce qu'il peut faire de mieux. C'est franchement le ballon. Semenyo, ne demandez pas quel rôle il joue dans cette équipe, il est partout. Il joue à la récupération.
Il est passé dans l'axe depuis la sortie d'Iñaki Williams. Avant même la sortie d'Iñaki Williams, hein, qui joueur de l'Athletic qui était déjà exilé sur le côté droit en seconde période.
Là-bas qui fait aussi bien l'entrejeu.
Ici, à la 95e minute, Semenyo se retrouve
Ouais,
dans cette préparation.
Ouais, il pas ça encore.
Ses coéquipiers, non, on ne trouvera que les goals.
Ah, c'est bien là, pas comment. Il y a un shot qui peut amener, mais.
Il n'y aura plus le choix, clairement. Le Ghana sera dans l'obligation de gagner parce qu'à 2 points, sauf miracle, compliqué d'envisager une qualification en tant que meilleur troisième. Et on va aussi surveiller de loin le match entre le Cap-Vert et le Mozambique ici même au Félicia.
Somebody will bonus in the Kudus. Because Kudus was the only player. That's why I did a more market.
On se met évidemment sur les antennes de Binge, on voit à 15h.
Ouais, le dégagement, déviation de Mustafa.
Et si on en reste là, sachez que le Cap-Vert en 4.
Oh my goodness. Clear win. Surround up, clear win.
Mohamed Al-Shanawi. Trezeguet trying to get rid of his marker, who comes to Hamdi. Hamdi on the left side, picked up and taken forward, and it's a dangerous time, but an opportunity for them to try and do something. Trezeguet gets it out wide, that's nicely done. Oh my God, Kamal cuts inside, looking for someone, looking for an option, headed away by Odoi. Does really well. This is beautifully done. There's a shot that comes in. It's taken well by Euphorie.
Yeah, good.
You just see how dangerous they are.
Counter attack. Counter.
Starting to find space and opportunities. Great charging run. The edge of the penalty box. It will be a corner. You can see that testing the defence. Look at that from a short. Oh, he nearly took a touch. If it had taken a touch there off Salisu's leg, it would have just flew past Ofori. The resulting corner.
Score.
Into the 7th minute. This should be one of the last plays of the game. Jordan Ayew. We saw Andre Ayew watch on. There's the delivery. Can they get the goal? Oh my word, that was super close. Came over El Shenawi, didn't touch it. It flew over the top, but no one latched onto it. And that's the final whistle.
A 4-goal thriller between Egypt and Ghana ends 2-2, the first point
Yeah, they are
of
surrendered
the
goal.
competition
You should have won
for
this
the
game.
Black Stars.
We
Egypt
got all the opportunities to win the game, but we surrendered through errors from Inaki Williams and Sadat Bukari, whatever. We should have won this game. This was an easy game. We should have won. We had all the opportunities to at least kill the game in the second half. Even the first half, we should have made great impact and then get the needed win. Why is she calling me at this time? Why is he calling me at this time? And I'll call you back. I'm very disappointed. But all the same, we were able to at least hold on to 2-2 scoreline and tell fans. I wish I for them when I see a friend of nephew at football. I mean, come on. I enjoy total football, 90 minutes of action, 2-2 Ghana versus Egypt, 2-2. I think it's well resolved. We should have won the game, but how they say sometimes football, you don't get what you expect, especially when you need a point at this crucial moment. We should have won to make sure, say, ka game win, ka you win, and ka your last game, you draw qualify. But we still have a chance to qualify, but a very difficult because we still have to win at all costs against Mozambique. That is another tricky encounter because I'm only Egypt about 2-2. So, yeah, and a very soft game. We should at least just 3 points. We are. So, game, no, you're calling about draw, we can consolidate with the 4 points, no, regardless about any other score like we have because it makes me qualify through the best place. You understand? So let's hope say our final game no it makes me winning and also say winning it be 4 points. Also 4 points now can take us to the next year because of the best third place option. And I'm thinking say now they will realize the mistake they did. Egypt, me catch them on Ras. Egypt and your team on me in Ghana. We just needed a little bit effort. That is what we should have done. But apart from Kudus, I know Kuno, the rest were just mere passengers on the field, just playing. They don't even know what to do whenever they get the ball. It is only Kudus who have the mindset, say, Unyabo and say that was all the year. Inaki Williams, on the Nemusa, San Cosin or Chewango, Sadat Bukari Suba, and also when you ball a striker. Ushana Wintimia, ball, no, just tap it into touch. When you're under pressure, you can't control. Just tap it straight into touch. You don't need to worry about say pass because if you're a player when you saw one time, just corner now they are to throw now they are then my organization. Oh. Anyway, thank you very much for your time. Your next game, your best time, baby. You mean come in now. Too sad.